right now is that Regan Smith is a good guy to get hooked up with.
And Darrell, I don't think they have a choice but to stay like that till we get well off turn 4. I don't think they can start mixing it up too early.
Dinger through the middle. Allmendinger coming with Menard. Threads the needle, looking for third place.
And look at Ryan Newman and Tony Stewart, but they have nowhere to go. They had a head of steam, had to back off.
Transfer spot, Elliott and Yaley ahead of Nemechek and Conway now.
What will Regan Smith do in that 78 car coming to the tri-oval?
I'll tell you what he's going to do. He's going to push, push, push.
Well, he's got enough room to look out and try to win it, but he's steaming along. It's going to be Kurt Busch.
Whoa, he looked, but he couldn't do it. Oh!
You got it,
baby. One more time around Daytona. Elliott Sadler, Michael Waltrip, 1 and 2.
It's going to be between those two guys. They have actually gapped everybody else. So I think it's going to be between them. And boy, Michael's getting a little aggressive now. He's starting to work that back bumper.
I thought he was going to pick the rear wheels off the ground.
Yeah, he's not going to give it to him. He said, you're going to have to earn it, dude.
They've pulled away from the pack. Down the back stretch they go. Can the pack catch them by the time they get out of turn 4?
Remember, the next flag will end this race.
Look at how Michael's got the whole back end of the two truck of Sadler off the ground.
Into 3 and 4. Elliott Sadler looking for his second win in the Camping World Trucks. Michael Waltrip has never won in a truck, but he's won here twice.
Here he comes.
To the finish line.
He got him. Mikey, you got him. All right.
Hell yeah.
Hey, guys, look at the rear spoiler on Mikey's.
White flag.
No pressure out the back.
Remember, it will happen if they're going to make the move on the back straightaway.
Hamlin locked onto Newman. Kurt Busch with Jamie Mack. Through turn 1 for the final time.
Here we go.
He's in your tire tracks. When you go, he's pushing.
Now it's go time.
There we go. They're looking. Can't make it. Can't make it happen.
Newman, the runner-up in 2005.
Can't make it happen.
Has about 2,000 feet to the finish line to win the Bud Shootout for the first time. Hamlin low, Busch up high. Here they come. 3 wide to the stripe, and the winner is
3 wide.
probably Kurt Busch, because Denny Hamlin went below the yellow line.
We hope we don't see another caution across the stripe. 1 lap to go. Mike Wallace just in front of Ron Hornaday. Now the big question, will there be KHI orders for Hornaday to win this race?
That can't happen, Phil, because here comes Buescher and Carmichael. They do anything other than what they're doing, they're going to lose that first and second spot. They got to hang right like that until the very last second. There's a chance at the start-finish line. Maybe Hornaday pulls out, but here comes Buescher.
Here comes the run by Buescher and Ricky Carmichael. Going into turn number 3. Wallace and Hornaday 1 and 2.
How about Jason White, Tom O'Dine, top of the racetrack, hooked up.
Coming out of turn number 4, this is where all the action will take place. Here comes the run. James Buescher trying to go to the outside. Mike Wallace being pushed by Ron Hornaday through the tri-oval. 400 yards to go. It's going to be Mike Wallace is going to win this one at Talladega.
And that is a Kevin Harvick Incorporated win right there.
Here comes the white flag. They got to run. They're going to separate those two right there. 1 lap to go. Down on the low side, it's a net with Stephen Wallace pushing. Neither one of them has ever won a nationwide race. Look out, Danica brushes the wall. They gather it back up. Sadler in trouble now as they broke apart. He and the 9 of Tony Stewart. Logano and Kyle Busch to the lead. On the high side, and all of a sudden, the Annette combination breaks apart. Here comes Reed Sorensen, and he could win the $100,000 bonus in the Nationwide Dash for Cash. Coming out of turn number 4, it looks like Joey Logano, who's been so good at pushing, may end up winning. Oh, crash in the back. At the stripe, the win goes to Logano, and look at the carnage behind. We have got 1 car win at Bristol. Who's going to get it? White flag this time by. Half a mile to go. The race is between the teammates. He's there. How deep will he go? by side. Runs him up. Here they come for the stripe. Who's going to win it? It looks like it's going to be
Yes, sir. You
Kyle
got it.
Busch, winning number 50.
White flag, down to the final lap. Can anybody run up and catch Burton and Boyer? They've got some ground to make up if they're going to do it. Shuffling around in this pack.
8 of the last 12 races here.
For victory. This far clear of the pack. Does Boyer pull out and try and win?
There's a chance that Boyer might try to pull out and win when they get to the trial.
Here he goes. Here he goes. Does the pack have a chance to run him down?
Side over there, you and him. No pressure.
Side by side in contact. The pack is not going to catch him. They
Burton
bounce
still got
off
a
again. Clint Boyer gets the win.
I don't know who won that. Good job, Clint.
11th through 12th. That's Michael Waltrip, right along with Casey Kane. Then the two Fords back to the battle up front. White flag is out. Here we go. Who's going to win it at Daytona?
We see Reese.
Oh, look out!
Okay,
look out!
Scano.
Into the wall. He caroms off. Everybody else gets by. He'll go back into the wall. The white flag's still out. No caution on the
Still racing
racetrack.
that into turn 3. Junior's right on the bumper. Clint Boyer.
Does he make history? Dale Earnhardt Jr. or does Clint Boyer win? And here comes Tony Stewart. He's getting the push from Castle. Coming out of 4. This is really going to be
Here
close.
goes Junior to the inside.
Junior to the inside.
inside.
Boyer takes the lead and holds on and at the stripe. It's Boyer. Stewart. I thought it was Boyer, but Tony Stewart does it. Wow. Holy cow. Oh.
9th and 10th. White flag. Jeff Burton.
I guarantee you, wild thing in that 18 car, he's not going to be content to run 4th in this race.
This will not be the way they finish.
2 Chevys, 2 Toyotas, 2 Dodges, 2 Toyotas, a Chevy and a Toyota. But on point, Jeff Burton trying for his first Daytona Speed Week's checkered flag. Clint Boyer locked on to him.
I know Michael and Kyle would like to pull out, but they're afraid to.
2 wide behind them with Brian Keselowski in 5th.
They're going to take a look here. Michael and Kyle, here they come. They got to run, but they're going to
Crash!
Oh, no.
Trevor Bayne is in it along with David Reagan. And Burton will win it over Boyer.
5 1,000ths of a second.
A thrilling finish, but in more ways.
Most of this race, they're just now showing it.
The bell lap, and the man who started up front leads it, Jeff Gordon.
But here comes the next 2 pair. These 2 cats right here, they may have timed it out too. Let's see what happens down the back.
Now they will get a draft off Mark Martin. And here's the slingshot to the outside.
Stay together. That's what they're saying. Stay together. Push, push, push. Oh, we get tight down here in turn 3.
Don't forget Jimmy Johnson and Dale Jr., 5th and 6th. They are there. Which group will they go with? And will it help the Jonas cars, or will it help Jeff Gordon to victory lane?
All bets are off. They get to the middle of the tri-oval.
Watch out, down low.
Way
Good
down
run.
comes Johnson.
Good run.
He's got room. They're 3 wide. 3 by 3 to the line.
Johnson.
Maybe Jimmy Johnson.
I believe he got him by an inch.
2 1,000ths of a second he beat Boyer.
Okay, a 1/16 of an inch.
Have you ever?
Oh, man. Oh, man. We have never seen anything like that. But then all of a sudden they hit that wall of air. Here comes that 48.
But Darrell, the start-finish line here is 1,000 feet further. And look how close it is, 4 wide at the wire.
That is just a beautiful thing right there. 2, 4, 6, 8 cars.
So close, we can hardly capture it with our stop-motion camera. There's a look at it, and there is the margin. Darrell, this so reminds me